winter time, and I think that was pretty amazing that you could have described it that well.
Very good. So we have some stars and wishes that you guys can use if you choose to revise the story and take it further over the writing process. Let's give them one last round of applause. Thank you very much, Abby and Nicholas. All right, let's see our next, or hear our next story from Will and Ian.
One day in 1606 in Jamestown, a boy named Patrick became a cobbler's apprentice. So another day, he put on his peruke and went down the stairs. He started a fire with the bellows. He had some gruel and peel. Then he went outside. Other regiments were marching down the street. He went to the shop and looked for his master, a simple colonial woman.
All right. Let's hear some stars for Ian and Will's colonial vocabulary story. Right.
I like how you described the cobbler's print. So you had good transition words.
Okay. All right, so those are some stars for your story, Will and Ian. Let's hear some wishes.
I wish it was a little longer because it was kind of short.
Hey, we were on time limit. Right.
More details for them. That story was really short. Like, it wasn't, you fit it in well, but it was really short, and I was thinking they would have to be more detailed if you wanted to have a short story.
I didn't hear very
You actually did, you did 1, 2, 3, 5.
Okay, what vocabulary words did all of you hear in this story? Gruel. What is another one we heard in this story? Nicholas? Okay, go. I'm sorry, Ian.
I think that you should have, you sort of went out of your way to use some of those words, like just like one, like, you know, like you said, he went over and started a fire with the bellows. Well, I think that you could have just used them, like you might have used them just naturally and not have gone out of your way. Gotten more done, and it would have just made it a smoother story.
Oh, like, our lessons is a typical colonial morning that I did that regularly. So that could have just been his routine.
Yeah, you sort of did that.
Okay. Well, we have some great stars and some great wishes. We heard gruel and pill. What were some of the other vocabulary words that you guys heard in this story? India. Okay, cobbler. Yes. Peruke. Mm-hmm. Kennedy.
bridges.
Britches. Okay, so we definitely heard 5 in that story. So we heard some wonderful stars and some wonderful wishes. And Will and Ian, if you guys choose to revise your story, those are some things that you can take into consideration. Let's give Ian and Will another round of applause.
Actually, bellows.
Bellows as well. Okay, so you have 6 then.
No breeches.
Oh, no britches? Okay. All right, Ty, will you select another clothespin out of the pick-me jar, please?
India.
All right.
Upon a time there was a founder, and he found 13 colonies. Then over the years he got lazy of being a founder. Then one day he made a weird looking ball. Then he finally went outside and changed into bunches and nature. He called his friends to play with his ball, and his friend asked him what he called his game. Football. Then they said, let's be a football team called Georgia Bulldogs. Then they found out there was another football team called Georgia Tech. They had their first football game, and they kicked Georgia Tech's butt. And that's how football was made.
All right. Let's think about India and Ty's story. And let's first of all give them a round of applause. Let's think about what we have as our stars for their story.
Good job doing Georgia. Ian, I liked how you kind of made it up. And you would know that no one, like in the colonial times, that maybe they would have like an old football, maybe just like a ball of pigskin, and you tied that together. But I don't think they would really, I don't think they had technology yet, which is the abbreviation for tech. So.
Okay. Let's hear some more stars. And one more star for right now.
I liked how you related it to modern times.
All right, let's hear some wishes that we have for Ty and Ian's story. Oh, sorry, Ty and India's story.
One is that you should, at the beginning of the story, kind of then a little repeatedly.
So India and Ty, what would be some other transition words you could use with your colonial story?
Awesome, next, maybe, not maybe, but after.
Okay. Definitely, if you choose to revise the story, that could be something that you can do. All right, Colin, 2 more people.
For me, you could have used some more of the vocabulary words from the
What vocabulary words did we hear in their story?
versus in Germany.
Well, I think that you were like jumping around from part to part. Also, you used some stuff that didn't really make sense. Like, he was the founder of the town, which means he said he found the town, and so he was its founder. That didn't really make sense. Also, why would you change into your britches outside when people could see you? And you weren't very descriptive about the ball, so I had no idea what you're talking about until you started talking about Georgia Tech and football.
All right. Okay, so we do have some things to think about. Let's give them one more star. I know we had a couple more stars that people wanted to share before moving on. Well, I know that you had a star that you wanted to share.
Like, you were really, like Ian said, I really liked it how you tied it with modern and colonial times.
That was Ian's voice.
Oh, my God.